You can't treat these things like a car. You see some cracking and sun out on the freeway, I don't know if you're saving that one.
So I stopped by the service department to meet with Alex, and I wanted to get kind of the inside tips and tricks on maybe some service pieces that us as riders are constantly skipping. So what is kind of the most popular mess up that you see motorcycles come in here with?
Honestly, the biggest one that we deal with from week to week is neglection. It honestly just comes from not getting the things out of the garage, not riding them, putting enough miles on them. So some of the people actually will take them out and they kind of go around their blocks, which actually does more harm than good. So the motors actually want to get to that full cycle of heat. They want to get up to higher RPM.
So Alex is actually here encouraging everyone to get out there and ride. It's going to help your bike.
Yeah.
Why is it so important that they come in after that? What's the first break-in, about 1,000 miles or so?
Yeah, well, so the motor's going to break in at 500 miles. The biggest thing in the break-in period is just going through the gears. And then once you get to that 1,000 miles, even if you're going to do all your services on your own for the rest of the bikes, that's all good. But make sure you get that 1K service done at a Harley dealership.
It's almost like a living thing. As much as you have robots putting these together with such precision, it's worth the double check.
Each and every one is different.
What would be your biggest takeaway?
You can't treat these things like a car. 80% of my customers treat their motorcycles like a car. They are not cars. They don't want to be ridden like cars, and they don't want to be treated like cars. They're very high maintenance girls. They need a lot of high maintenance all the time.
They're like a puppy dog that actually wants to go for a walk.
Exactly, and you know what? It's funny is kind of, even if you don't rent, you don't own tools, and that's totally good, but wiping your bike off, cleaning it, kind of looking it over when you get back, you actually will notice on your own, you'll notice like, oh, I found this is missing, or I found that. You'll notice these things so that when you come into a dealership or you come into any shop, you're not going to be so mind blown and so night and day on, oh my God, when did that happen? How did this happen? You know what I mean?
Hang on, one more secret tip. Insurance companies do not and will not enjoy paying you the compensation that you deserve if you're ever injured in a motorcycle accident. Thus, Law Tigers, America's motorcycle lawyers, step in to help you get the compensation you deserve. Jumping back into Alex and I, getting some secret service tips. You've got belts. What's the deal with those and the servicing?
I mean, I would say you could go at least 30,000 miles without changing that thing and you'll be okay.
Yeah, I guess everything on the motorcycle, even tires, has an expiration date.
Yep, there's a little 4-digit date code on there, and if it's way past and you see some cracking and sun, I would just get the thing trailered and bring it into a shop, especially for the front tire, because if that front tire goes out on the freeway, I don't know if you're saving that one.
Thank you for some brutal, honest insight on some of the
Very
things
honest
that you see
over
here
here.
at Service, and some tips, and it was kind of nice to know that you're actually advocating for get out and go ride the bike.
Definitely, 100%. Yeah, you'll only get honesty over here. Service Department, Orange County Harley, we're all riders for riders, so.
Sweet.
Yep.
Thank you, Alex.
No worries.